We must collect the index before we can activate the installation.
Okay, hello. Welcome back, everybody. Took a little break, but we're finally back to another Halo Let's Play. On Legendary, of course. Took a little break, but we're finally back. Glad to see you all. How's everyone doing? Okay, let's get this started. I have a few things to talk about while I get my ass beat on the, debatably the hardest level in the game. So, Quantum Fi. Let's talk about the channel. Why is it Quantum Fi now? Well, there's a new age upon us. That old channel owner, that E guy. Who is E? We don't talk about E here. He's a after the arc of the E legacy, I think it's time to move on, and things need to change. So I took over for him. This is a brand new thing, and I had to take over for him. I think I said that like 3 times, but you know. Quantum Fi. Why is it called Quantum Fi, you say? Well, it's a play on words, 2 words. Quantum. I just really like that word. Quantum. I don't know. It's just a fun word to say. Right? And then Quantum Fi. Fi. What's the Fi part? Well, the full username is supposed to be, Quantum Lo-Fi. No, Lo-Fi hip hop. It's basically combining 2 of my favorite things. And I thought to myself, maybe how would this sound if I were to maybe combine the 2? And here we are, Quantum Fi. That's also a play on words on quantify. If you hadn't noticed already now, it's not that clever, but I think it sounds cool, so I'm gonna stick with it. I'll pick up the plasma pistol. So, what's up, Spark?
We are near the index changes. Follow me.
This is regarded as one of the hardest levels in the game. Let me just get that out there. I'm dead. I died. I already died. Alright, we're back at the start. So, welcome back to another Halo Let's Play, everybody. It's been a while, took a little break. We have some things to talk about. So, why Quantum Fi? Who is this idiot on the microphone? Where is E? Well, something's just, the E legacy, it had a beginning and it had an end. Everything has a beginning and everything has an end. And I think, I had he told me to take over for him while, his legacy, he went into retirement with the man. It's a little bit of a lore drop for you. So he told me to take over. Quantum Fi. So why is it called Quantum Fi? That's stupid, right? Like, why? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Well, it's taking the first word of quantum and the second word of lo-fi, and basically combining 2 of my favorite things. My favorite word and probably my favorite genre. No, absolutely my favorite genre of music. The hell. And just combining them into a play on words. Quantify. I just think it sounds neat. And the things I want to do for this, before I delve deeper into that, I need to get past this section. I think plasma weapons are better against flood, I'm pretty sure. Picked up a few tricks up my sleeve, picked up a few tricks of the trade. By reloading the Magnum, the automatic reload. I see my aim hasn't improved. Nice. Picked up a few tricks. while I was taking a little break. I now know that you can, well, you'll notice it throughout gameplay, but I'm gonna abuse a trick, a speedrunning trick, well known in this game. I need all the tools at my disposal if I want to beat this fucking level, that's for sure. Okay, so why did the channel, what's gonna happen with the channel then? I think from now on, I'm just gonna put whatever I fucking feel like on this channel. Like whatever I feel like, man. I don't care at this point. I'm in a state where I simply do not care. And I'm just gonna put whatever I feel like. You know, near the end of the E saga, it was kind of like that. But I think I'm gonna go full frontal with it this time around. And if you don't like it, then that's fine. It's fine. You don't have to watch it. You can unsubscribe as well. It doesn't matter. You know, it's just like a little, I guess what's the word? I guess an experimental thing I want to do. Not experimental, but like I guess experimental grounds of like shit I want to do, shit I want to make, just random thoughts that come to mind. Just, like whatever happens, right? Whatever comes to mind, it will happen. I think these enemies infinitely respawn, so I better get the fuck out of here. So
The energy field of Wallace contains the index. Must get up there.
I hope that won't bother too many people, but honestly, it's all. I'm just gonna do what I feel like. So, who knows what the next video might be? You never know. Because what happened is that I have a playlist called Inner Machinations, or well, E did. E had a playlist called Internet Machinations, and he used he used that for like uploading stuff he didn't like, and it just turned to this thing where like every video that he made just turned to something he didn't want to like reveal. But now, well, Quantify have taken over. I think I'm just gonna fuck it, you know? Fuck it. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop using the Inner Machinations. You might see some stuff from Inner Machinations just end up on the channel normally anyways. That's fine. If you don't like it, that's fine. It's a-okay. I'm okay. You can dislike, it's fine. I don't care. Quantify. Now the problem with Quantify is I don't know. I never really thought about it. I just thought it sounded cool, but like, how would you shorten that? How would you shorten something like that? Because you can't call me. I mean, you could call me Quantum. I don't know, Q-tip. I don't know. That sounds weird. Honestly, just call me like Eli. I'd rather just be called Eli. Could just call me Quantum too, it doesn't matter. But I didn't really think of that far ahead in hindsight. So just call me Eli, okay? We good? We good? We good? Alright. We're good. And I guess you could treat this as more of like a I'm gonna take a slight approach to this to the walkthrough series, the Halo Legendary walkthrough series, where I'm just gonna make it like a kind of podcast of some of my thoughts. That's kind of weird. I don't know why. You know, I probably should have been doing that before. It was kind of like that, but like I wasn't really. I was more focused on playing the game and just. just not just playing the game just because, even though no one fucking cares. I think it, well, okay, it was more like for me, honestly. It was a more thing for me. But now I'm gonna go full podcast. So, what have I been doing? Well, I've been doing a lot of things, you know, life and all that. Moved a while ago. How to get used to that. Wasn't really fun. But, I'm here now. And things are okay for now. Still a little busy, still, like, figuring out what I want to do. I don't really like to delve too much about it, because honestly, I just really don't fucking care about most things in life. And I hope I'm just gonna live it out, man. You know, you only live once. Just live that shit out. And honestly, this level, okay, the problem with this level is that I'd say this is the worst level in the fucking game, for sure.
The security doors are sealed automatically. I will go access the override to open them.
This is for sure the worst level in the game. Because it's just, you're just waiting for doors, meanwhile there's Flood just constantly swarming you. This level sucks, and it looks boring as shit too, like...
Please follow closely. This portal is the first of
Everything just looks the fucking same. It's such an ugly level. And you're fighting like arguably the worst enemy type in the Halo series. It's not fun.
You brought such ineffective weapons to combat the Flood, despite the containment protocol.
This level is just not fun. But you know, I will beat it. I will beat it, because I sure am the best gamer you've ever seen in your entire life. I should really... Okay, here's the thing. You have to keep moving in this level, but at the same time, if you go too much forward, you're just gonna get overwhelmed. That's so shit. Did I ever tell you about how this is my favorite game ever? This level fucking sucks. You know what? This game sucks. Everything just one-shots you in Legendary. Oh, this is also like my favorite game ever, by the way. I love this game so much. Oh, this game fucking sucks ass. I can't believe what they did with the series, honestly. Like, Halo, what, Infinite? Just, that game is kinda... Okay, sure as hell doesn't run on my fucking computer, but even if it did, I don't think... That game is like... Why? Can we talk about this? Why are a lot of games nowadays... A lot of AAA games nowadays, unless it's like Elden Ring, or like some sort of long-awaited remake that took like years to develop. It, like, if it's not one of those two things, if it's just like a new game, it's either like a shitty new game, or that's been rushed because of stupid like time constraints or something like that, with like DLC, microtransactions everywhere, battle pass, or it's like a fucking... It's like a sequel that like they just can't get together, like they just don't know how to properly just like why can't we just have good games? Like, why does everything have to be rushed? Everything constantly has to be rushed. And it's so rare that we get like an actual good AAA game like Elden Ring, because like what happened to just these fucking developers like Microsoft or like Bungie or I guess even like Borderlands, I guess, where like what happened to just making good games, man? It's so hard to forget that stuff. Like that stuff is so rare now. All the good games nowadays in like past 2020 have always just been like indie games or something like that. I feel like that's the only good games we're getting nowadays, is just indie games. I need to move forward. Like, we're only getting indie games as the games that people talk about. Like, what's the recent one? Like, Pizza Tower? Yeah, I'm definitely not dating this video by saying that, but Pizza Tower, for example, that game is honestly amazing. And it's an indie game. Like, you won't see that out of like a AAA company. You won't get stuff like Pizza Tower from a AAA company. Like, it always has to be like high production value. Fucking gotta get big celebrities in here. And I feel like that's all I care about nowadays. Like, I don't give a shit about most AAA games because of that. It's all just lifeless garbage. That's why I get most games on sale nowadays. I almost never get a game at full price. Speaking of full price, Nintendo? Man, Nintendo sure loves pricing their games at fucking full price even though it's been 10 years after the fact. Oh, I sure love that. Yeah, Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out? Yeah, let's keep Breath of the Wild at like $80 in Canadian. I love that. Hehe, that's funny. Like, why? I think their philosophy is that they want their developers to be rewarded with their product after like years of but it's been like 10 years, dude. Come on. You're telling me you can't fucking put your game on sale for at least 50% off? Come on, that's so like cheap. I fucking hate Nintendo, dude. I honestly hate Nintendo. They're so anti-consumer, I swear. They make good shit. Like, their games are very good, but as a company, they are fucking terrible. They're as bad as EA. Quote me on that shit. Nintendo is as bad as EA in terms of like how they treat their fucking fans, I swear. Like, they keep that whole copyright thing, right? The Nintendo copywriting their fucking... They don't do that anymore, I think, but there was like that whole program, the content creator program they did, that failed miserably. Wow, that was real smart of them.
We must continue. This will...
That was real smart of them to do that. Wow, I suck balls at aiming. What else? They keep making new games that well, let me check something. Is my mic on? Okay. Whew, that would have been real bad. They keep making new games that like what's the like, okay, you know, Mario Strikers. If it's not like every spin-off they've done for their series is just never been the same. Like, the only good ones now from Nintendo are the main titles, the mainline titles, like the direct Mario games or the direct Zelda games. Like, what happened to like stuff like? I miss the era where like they cared about every game. What happened to the GameCube era where every series got something? Like, I feel like they just fucking forgot. I don't know what happened with the Wii U era. They just... I hate Nintendo, dude. Why happened to the GameCube era, dude? That era was sick. Every Nintendo game slapped. There's so many good GameCube games. And we do see that quality from time to time, but with their spin-offs, like Mario or Mario Party's like Paper Mario, like what happened? Paper Mario, Origami King, like that shit was kind of mid. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of like they tried, but it's not the same, right? They do this shit where they don't want original characters anymore. I don't know why. Well, it's gonna hurt their brand. They add one more new character, one more unique character. It's gonna shut down their entire fucking company. They're so safe nowadays. I hate that. I really hate that. Alas. At least, at least their games are good. That's all I can say about Nintendo. That's all the good things I can say about Nintendo. I try my best not to support them because of that. Cause it's just, man, they keep fumbling the bag. Like whenever there's a game I really want from them, I guess I have to eat shit, huh? Like I want to support the developers, but at the same time, man, it's rough. Yeah, with game prices becoming higher and higher, can we get much higher? It's just not. It's not a good feeling. That I almost died from that. Damn. Oh, elevator ride. Okay, well. What else can I talk about? Well, can we talk about how I guess I get some hot topics. Wait, it gets worse. It does. Why? So I've been playing. So ever since I took a little break, I've been playing a little game called a small indie game company game called Genshin Impact. Yeah, I know. Cringe. Yes, I know. Yeah, it's pretty bad, but I kind of like it. I kind of love it because I never played Breath of the Wild, and I guess that's the best comparison for it. Even though I know it's not. It's not the same. I know, but no, that whole Nintendo rant, and it's honestly like really good for what it is. It's like a shitty gacha mobile game from Chinese company. Yeah, I know gacha in Chinese bad, but it's surprisingly it's surprisingly like a fun experience I had with that game. And whenever I see people talk about it, it's just like it's like the new Fortnite. Like people just love to hate on it, and I see why. It definitely has its fucking problems for sure. It's not the best game in the world, not even fucking close. I wouldn't even consider it a good game sometimes, but it's just fun and charming. And I guess it also helps that. Shut up, 343.
I must reset the backup. Please continue on. I will rejoin you when I've completed my task.
You good? I guess it's also because Wind Waker, Legend of Zelda Wind Waker is my favorite game of all time, if you didn't know already. I guess that also helps. I fucking love Wind Waker. Is my #1 favorite game of all time. And I guess Genshin kind of scratches that itch. That like I want another Wind Waker. I know Breath of the Wild, but it's like it's not the same, I guess. Oh, this section is fucking hard. It's not the same, I guess. Oh, I'm gonna die. It's just not the same. And I really wish that the community wasn't so garbage, because it's like it's such a shitty community that like turns away most people. Like if I never played Genshin, and if I like, I also know another reason why people fucking hate it. It's because it's all over the place, right? People love to hate popular things. I do the same thing. I'm not innocent from that. People love to hate popular things, and it's one of those things that's just everywhere, but like people can't stop shouting up about it, and it's like, man, the community is really fucking weird, man. They're really god awful, really sussy. But that, like, and that in turn just, you know, when people talk about Genshin, they're just talking about the community, mostly, right? And then the fact that it's gacha bad. I kind of, like, the fact that I'm talking about Genshin now, like, I kind of don't want to, because now it's like, oh, you play Genshin, you're a fucking weirdo. Like, I definitely don't want to be associated with those people that are really sussy. But I just play the game for what it is. It's like I see it as like a Wind Waker kind of inspired Breath of the Wild game, and you know, anime cringe. I've been kind of turning into a weeb these days, so that's kind of growing on me. I used to be I used to be an anime hater. I used to be a based anime hater, and then now it's where did it all go wrong? Where did it all go wrong, dude? Now I'm playing fucking anime fucking gacha, Chinese gacha games with like sus ass communities that don't know the age of consent. It's not good, but you know, I like the game for what it is. I think it's genuinely a fun game. Don't play it though, it's gacha, it's bad. Like, don't play it, but I think it's fun. But don't play it. Like, I think Genshin is... I love that game, but don't play it. I do not recommend anyone to fucking play that garbage. Like, don't play it. It's fun, but it's garbage. And, you might see some Genshin videos. Like, please, like, if you can dislike them, please dislike them. Please, don't even fucking watch them. Pretend I never even uploaded it. That's just how it is on the Quantum Fi channel. I almost got fucking rocket. Oh, I almost took that rocket. I forgot about that. I forgot there are some FUD who have fucking rocket launchers for some reason. I don't know why. Oh my god. Ooh, that's a spicy meatball. Please don't kill me, not the one guy. Okay. What else can I talk about? Well, I talked about how Genshin bad, right? That game cronge, right? I don't want the rocket launcher. I'll use the rocket launcher for like 1 second. It only has 2 rockets. Fuck that. I guess I can talk about why this game sucks balls. Just kidding.
Please wait here.
So why do oh, hot take, right? So hot take right now. Hot take, go. Okay, what's a hot take I got? I guess speaking of, I guess we segue from Genshin. Okay, hot take. Gacha games are bad. I think the best analogy for them, I guess, is like they're like nerd casinos. They're casinos for fucking losers. I think that's the best description for gacha games. They're casinos for fucking nerd losers like me. I think the premise, at its core, I think gacha isn't that bad. Like at its core, like the concept behind it, where the concept behind it, where yeah, that's my fault for saying gacha good. You know the idea of pulling for a character and it's like you have it throughout your entire playthrough of that game. I think the idea behind that is kind of cool. Like the fact that every person can have their own unique experience of the game, from pulling on a banner, like they can have a completely different experience from someone else playing the game for the first time, just by pulling on a banner and getting lucky in different ways. Like I think the idea behind that is kind of cool. It's kind of like a roguelike aspect to it, but for like the longer, for like a lifetime thing. It's like a lifetime roguelike situation where people can have different experiences on different playthroughs depending on their luck. I like the idea behind that. I think gacha is like, the concept behind it is kind of cool. It's just that, you know, it's been abused to the point where like, oh, it's just people, it's this money grabbing fucking, oh, spend hundreds of dollars to get like a virtual pixel on your screen. Like that part sucked balls. Like that's AIDS. It's like getting people to spend real money on fucking pixels like that, like by coercing them into thinking that they need to pull and spend money, like that sucks. But I think the idea behind every person, like from a gameplay perspective, getting like a random character, like a random playable character, is kind of cool because it allows you to have like a unique experience from someone else. And I think that's really neat, and I think the only game that like even tries that, like what I'm talking about, is the only other game I think is like close to what I'm talking about is Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 kind of does that by like the core, using the crystal core system, where you pull for different blades, but it doesn't use real money. Like I think that's kind of cool that you can have like different playthroughs of that game. Like if it's done right, I think it could be a really, really cool game concept, kind of like what that game did. But you know, having a better pity system, yeah, just make it so it has like a better pity system. And like making it so that every thing you pull has some use, whether it be niche or like meta. Like every single pull has some sort of use to it. I think that aspect of gacha is kind of cool. I just don't, the monetization part is AIDS. For sure. I mean, the same can be said for a lot of things, but gacha is a cool idea. It's a cool idea. It's definitely been abused it's definitely been taken advantage of to the point where these fucking, you know, companies are just ripping people off and coercing them to spend their money even though they really don't need to. Like that's AIDS. I almost got spawn killed. Get out of here, stupid head. Speaking of favorite games, I guess I got another. Speaking of favorite games, well, you know, during my small break of like only like a few years, you know, just a few years, you know, just a little tiny break, I played another game that was also on my top 3 games of all time. That's Persona 4. I played Persona 4 like a while ago, and for the first time, and that game is surely that game is phenomenal. I fucking love that game. I wish. Actually, no. I think that was like the perfect time for me to play that game. What a gorgeous game, truly. It's one of those games that you experience for the first time, and it's just like, wow. I think it's better than Persona 5 that everyone talks about. Everyone talks about Persona 5, but Persona 4 just hits different, man. That game's everything is just so good. Everything in that game is just so good. I love that game so much. It also has Best Girl, of course. You know, that's very important. You know, going back to my weeb side, I think that game definitely has one of the characters of all time. I'm going back down here. Fuck this, I'm being pussy. Stop interrupting my podcast. I think the reason why Persona 4 is just better than Persona 5... Well, okay, I have a lot of reasons. Persona 5's story is garbage. It's garbage. I don't even care. That game's story is not that good compared to 4. That game is not good. Like, playing it back, and you know the whole Steam they've been on. They're now on Steam. Those Persona 5. I think the gameplay of Persona 5 are like the best, but yeah, gameplay wise, the turn-based system in Persona 5 is easily the best one, but the everything else I think Persona 4 does better. Even down to the characters and maybe even the music. Like, music in Persona 5 is really good, but the music in Persona 4 is just, it's different. That shit hits different. I'm gonna die. I died. You know, Heartbreak. That's one song. You got the memes that come from Persona 4, like the well, it's from Persona 4. It's from Persona 4 Dancing, technically, but that one song, the yeah, that song, the meme song. It's also a really good one. Specialist Dance. Yeah, it's like the Specialists. Yeah, it's just Specialist, I think it's called. Also, Heaven. If you haven't listened to Heaven, it's called Heaven from Persona 4. Oh my god! Literally, that game is that song is holy shit. That song slaps. Oh my goodness! I'm gonna die from this guy. That song is amazing. If you haven't listened to Heaven, I suggest you listen to it if you haven't, because I think that song is really, really, really good, and arguably the best song in that game. Because it plays at such an important moment, too. Oh, that game is so good. That game is wonderful. I guess I can go off another rant. Speaking of Persona 4, little bit of a segue there. Nice little segue. People fucking hate. I feel like I'm starting to notice this thing. I don't know if it's just like because I'm a boomer at this point, but I feel like people fucking hate. people like hate turn-based games. Like, I've never seen more hate for any other genre than turn-based, I swear. People fucking hate that style of game, whether it be like Fire Emblem or you know, regular old Dragon Quest. People fucking hate turn-based. And I'm noticing it more these days. I don't know, I feel like, you know, society take right here. I'm gonna do a society take. People's attention spans in recent times, I feel like, has devolved to such a degree that, please don't kill me, that like if something is like, if there's not just non-stop action, it's just their brains just shut off. If there's not just constant conflict on their fucking in front of their eyes, people's brains just shut off nowadays. I don't know what happened. I think I'm gonna do a boomer take here. I think it's because of TikTok and all that shit. TikTok fucking ruined so many people, dude. These stupid fucking memes that just don't make any sense, and TikTok and fucking everything has to be like 3 seconds long to get any sort of reaction out of people is honestly pretty sad. It's really sad, and like I feel like that plays into the whole why people hate turn-based like so much more than they did back then. Like, I know, I understand why people hate turn-based though. Like, I understand, like, people don't want to wait their fucking turns. People just want to, you know, go in, and you know, different strokes for different folks, for sure. But it's not. It's something that, like, people fucking hate. Like, you either hate it or love it. I've never seen such a discourse in how people take a game. Like, if people see turn-based, they just say cringe. Like, if there's any sort of turn-based at all, it's just cringe. Like, what happened? Like, I loved, maybe I'm biased because I love turn-based, but I play, you know, I can still play like action RPGs as well. I'm playing a first-person shooter right now. Like, I think I'm gonna quote something. I'm gonna take out of context what a friend of mine has recently said. A good friend of mine. People just suck at video. Like, most people just suck at video games. I think that's why. Most people just suck like at video games, or just, you know, go outside. You know, that's another thing. But if people play games, they just suck. I don't know what it is. A lot of people just suck ass at video games, and I guess that's why. I guess skill issue, I suppose, but with the whole attention span thing, I'm starting to believe it. A lot of people just suck ass at video games, and I guess that's okay. You know, that's okay. I guess that's fine. It's just the fact that people just see turn-based, like, they see one frame of turn-based action and they go like their heart implodes, or they get poisoned. They get hit with that toxic debuff from fucking Dark Souls. Like, they just don't survive any longer. And I hate it. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Like, man, just like, bro, if you don't need constant, you know, if you need constant stimulation, you know, there's things from that. You can buy stores. Stores have things for stuff like that. If you know you need that constant stimulation, you know, they got you covered. That Bag Dragon got you covered. I guess that also plays into, like, I guess when there's I guess this is another, like, hot take. People, the whole attention span thing, people just don't like reading. People really just don't like reading. I'm starting to notice that too. I'm noticing, like, streamers and fucking, oh well, a lot of people I'm seeing on social media and stuff where they just don't like reading, or they just they see like 2 lines of a sentence and their brain also shuts off. What happened? What was society bad? What happened? What happened? What happened to all these people? How did it end up like this? But I guess that's my boomer rant over. I think people just TikTok ruined a generation. I swear. Where people just don't like reading, they just fucking like, bro, just read like Huckleberry Finn or something like that, man. Just get some culture, man. One of my favorite books is The Giver. That arguably might be my favorite book. I love The Giver. If you haven't, it's a story of a dystopian. It's a dystopian kind of story where it's like some sort of, like, yeah, I don't really want to spoil it. If you don't really care, like, basically it's like a dystopian story where some fucked up experiments happen. Like, there's some fucked up experiments happening, and it's a good read. That book is surprisingly really good. And the ending, well, it's certainly the ending. It's certainly the ending. I wish there was, I wish it was like a movie, but, you know, book to movie adaptations are usually pretty poo poo pee pee, so. They're usually pretty pee poo pee. They're not gonna jump up here, right? No. I'd stretch my legs a little bit. Checkpoint done. But I don't want to ride the elevator. Ooh. Can we... Oh, I got another... Okay, so... you know all these Breaking Bad memes and all that? Like, oh, Jesse, we need to cook, Jesse. Oh, I don't know, West White. You know, all that shit. You know, the stupid fucking Breaking Bad memes. I literally made a mod of Breaking... and in the comment section... I've made a mod for Terraria, and the comment section is just fucking Walter White's. It has nothing to do with the mod. There's just fucking ASCII art of Walter White's fucking face, Heisenberg head ass, all over the fucking comment section, to the point where, you know what, I just said fuck it, and I watched Breaking Bad. I watched the entire fucking series. I got memed into watching Breaking Bad because I want to understand what all the hype is about, and I see. I understand why Breaking Bad was such a huge hit. Like, I understand why it's a fucking cult classic. I understand. I watched Breaking Bad. I was like, so what's so good about this series? Oh, I got fucking memed into watching Breaking Bad, and honestly, I kind of liked it. It was actually pretty good. It's actually wow. I don't watch a lot of TV, but that show kind of hits different. It definitely does. The whole Heisenberg thing, you know, Gus Fring, Los Pollos Hermanos, that entire, like, the transition from Walter White to Heisenberg, how he slowly, like, the transition from that to that, and the motive for everything, it's actually pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. I can't believe I got memed into fucking watching that show, and every time a moment showed up where it's like, oh, that's where that comes from, like, it kind of ruined the show for me, but at the same time, like, okay, it enhanced and also ruined the show for me because of those fucking memes from the show. Like, I don't know why it got so mean too, because some of those scenes are kind of fucked up. Some of the scenes of that show are kind of really fucked up. And, like, you know, it's a drama. Like, I don't... It got memed so much. I'm surprised it got memed so much. Because some of those memes are fucking, like, serious. Like, those are serious moments in the show. Like, there's this one meme where it's, like, probably arguably, like, the biggest spoiler in the show. And you watch it, and it's like, oh, that's where that meme comes from. And I couldn't help but, like, laugh, even though it's, like, a dramatic, sad moment, because of the fucking stupid memes behind it. I don't understand why that show got memed so much. It's incredible, really. But yeah, I got memed into watching Breaking Bad. It's honestly, it's a pretty good show. It's a good show. I don't watch a lot of TV, but yeah, that's one of the that's one of the few things I'll remember. And I honestly don't regret watching it because of the memes. Like, I hate that I got memed into watching it, but at the same time, it's like, well, I think it was worth it. And I also watched Better Call Saul as well. I was like, okay, well, that's also the other show that's been memed to death, so I might as well watch that too. I might as well watch that too. And Better Call Saul is also really good. I think I like it more than Breaking Bad. Yeah, I like Better Call Saul more than Breaking Bad, but yeah, Better Call Saul is really fucking good. That show was really, really good. But you know, I couldn't help but laugh every time the fucking the intros, like every time the intro came on, is, oh my god, it's like, you can't help but like smile. It's like, oh my god, the fucking brown, like, oh my god, that show is so good too. Can't believe this. I also got memed to death. I think they got memed to death because they're so good, right? But how come I don't see that many memes from like something like Game of Thrones, for example, though? Like, that's weird, isn't it? It's a bit weird. I guess this is the culture of the world, I suppose. You know, you meme weird shit. I'm like 90% sure this is on Legendary, by the way. This is on Legendary. I just when I've gotten a little bit better. You know, I've maybe gotten a little bit better at playing this game. You know, ever since I took that small break. But yeah. I almost died because I turned my back and the foot had a fucking rocket launcher. Well, it sure is boring around here. Okay, I guess we'll move forward. Wait. That should be fine. I guess another hot take I can put out there is, I'm gonna die. Am I? No, I'm not. I guess another hot take I can put out there is, Terraria better than Minecraft? I think Terraria is better than Minecraft for sure. I fucking... Speaking of games that I don't... Well, speaking of what? Who the fuck's speaking of? Who? I didn't say that. Games that I can't... I've been doing this thing where... Game... Like, I've developed this thing, I guess, with people... You know how people, like, you know, the whole thing with turn-based... People... I don't... or, well, I can't play sandbox game anymore. Like, I don't know what happened. I've developed this, like, disorder or something where I can't play I can't play sandbox games anymore. Like, games with, like, an infinite, like, lifespan, I guess. I can't play that anymore. I can't stand shit like that. I guess I don't know what happened. Like something like Skyrim, for example. I can't play Skyrim anymore. I don't know what happened. I just developed this thing where I play it for more than an hour, and I was like, okay, that was a good. I'll continue this tomorrow, and then I don't play it ever, like, for another 2 years. I don't know what happened. It's the same thing with Minecraft. I just can't fucking stand that game. And I used to play that all the time. I don't know what I think. Those games are just so fucking boring to me now.
Their survival as a race was dependent upon it.
I think what happened is that I realized that, like, things are supposed to end, and, like, some of the best things I played have had endings. Like, games are supposed to end at some point. Like, I don't want to play a game that just, like, infinitely goes on and on and on. Like, at some point I want to move on because I want to play different things. You know, that's kind of weird to say as a person who loves JRPGs, but I digress. The way that Minecraft is structured, it doesn't feel like it ends, even though I know it has an end with the Ender Dragon and all that, but that game, it just feels so fucking boring to me. It's not like Terraria where there's, like, an actual sense of progression. Like, in Minecraft, what, you go from wood to, I guess at some point you get to stone, and then iron, and then maybe gold, and then diamond. Like, once you find diamond, that's it. You just use your diamond gear, and then you also upgrade your diamond gear with, like, enchantments and shit. But, like, that's it? And then you fight the Ender Dragon at some point, right? With the, you find the Ender Portal, and that's it? You just fight the Ender Dragon using the blaze rods and shit like that? That's all the progression you get from Minecraft. I just can't stand shit like that now. Like, I need some sort of progression to happen, or else it just feels like there's nothing going on, and, you know, I don't want that in my video game. And that's why I think Terraria is just a superior game to Minecraft, because there's an actual progression. Like, you fight a boss, you get material from that boss, and then, like, the first part of Terraria kind of sucks, for sure. The first part of Terraria is nowhere near as good. But, like, once you get to hard mode, that's when the game ramps up. Yeah, the game ramps up after you beat Wall of Flesh. And it it's really good from there because it turns into this like kind of boss rush kind of thing where you use your gear and you have like four different classes too. It's not like Minecraft where you're just fucking Minecraft Steve. No, you get to, at some point you branch out and use different classes for your weapons. And it's this cool thing where you can keep replaying it and do different builds and different playthroughs. So much more than Minecraft. So much better. Terraria, I think Terraria is just so much better. Even though they're not exactly the same game, they're kind of the same game. And I honestly, sometimes I wouldn't even consider Terraria to be a sandbox game. Like, you can, but at some point it does end. It doesn't have an infinite world like Minecraft. I think that's the difference. I honestly think if Terraria had like,
I will deactivate the security lock. Wait here.
if Terraria had an infinite, like, if Terraria had an infinitely generating world, it wouldn't nearly be as good. I honestly think that. I think if Terraria had an infinitely generating world, it would be nowhere near as good, because there would just be too much to explore. And eventually you would hit this thing where there's like, oh, there's infinite resources, so why does it matter? Like, why does anything matter when you have infinite resources? And I think that's the problem with Minecraft. It just feels too lifeless like that. It feels so lifeless because of that. If that guy hit me, I would have fucking died. Or I would have been in a really bad spot. I guess that's why I like Terraria more. It just feels better to play. I don't like the fucking first person 3D world of Minecraft. Now, isn't Terraria older? Or I don't know. I'm not gonna get into that debate. But I would 100,000 like, you couldn't pay me to play Minecraft again. I just can't stand that game now. I don't know, it's the sandbox, like, part of it being too open. Like, I want my game to finish at some point, and that's exactly what Terraria does. I don't want to keep playing the same game for the rest of my fucking life. I hate that shit. Hey there, little buddy.
Please stay close.
You crack me up, little buddy. You crack me up, little buddy. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna stream at some point, huh? Yeah, well... Alright, here's the thing. First off, even if I do stream, I never found, like, what do I want to stream? That's the thing. There's nothing that I play or do that would be stream worthy. Like, I want it to be, you know, if I want to stream, I'm not gonna stream for no fucking reason. Like, it has to be entertaining, or else what's the point? And I feel like, I have a few ideas in mind. I just never found out what I want to stream. And also, here's the thing. Okay, you might not believe it, but I'm not very good at talking. Whoa, big reveal. But I'm not very good at talking. I don't usually talk that much. Like, I feel like this podcast format while I'm playing a game in the background, I feel like this is the only way I can reliably do this. Like, it just feels better this way. But, I know no one's probably gonna watch this, but, It's good. It's a funny April Fool's joke. But even if I do stream, I don't know what I would stream. I have a few ideas in mind. One of them being, like, at some point I want to, fourth floor of tools, guns, and keys to super weapons. At some point I want to stream, like, a game like, I Want to Be the Boshi. I want to do a full playthrough of I Want to Be the Boshi. I want to beat one of the hardest games in the world. I want to beat one of the hardest games in the world on stream. And I think that would actually be pretty entertaining to watch, right? Want to see me fail at beating some of the bosses in that game, you know, getting trolled by some of the shit that happens in that game. I don't know, is that a good idea? I don't know. I feel like I want to make it like an incentive or some shit like that if I do stream. Like, oh yeah, if I get this many followers, or you give me $5,000 to fucking play. I'm not gonna do that, by the way, but like, oh, give me money to play Boshi. Some stupid shit like that. I think that would be pretty cool. But other than that, I don't know what else I would stream. Like, what the fuck? What could I do that could be so different from what everyone else has been doing? I'm not really that funny. I'm not really that entertaining. I don't really like talking that much. So it's this weird conundrum, I suppose. I don't even know why I said it. Like, should I stream? Would I really be a good streamer? I don't know, man. I don't even know what I would stream. I don't even know if Boshi or I Want to Be the Guy is harder. I actually don't know which one's harder. I would have to look it up. That guy fucking jumped. Should probably move forward. I don't know if any of these guys have rocket launchers, by the way, so that's why I'm kind of scared. I really should have been using the fucking plasma rifle instead of the assault rifle. What was he cooking? What was he cooking? I think I go down here, actually. Another reason why I don't stream as well is because my internet, because I moved, like, my internet has always been unreliable. You know, being a Canadian, I feel like our internet is so bad because we only have two choices in terms of providers. It's bad. We have such a monopoly here in Canada. It's so fucking bad. I thought it was normal until, like, I heard that, like, Wait, you actually have options in America? What? You have more than 2 options? Like, I was genuinely surprised by that, and that is crazy that it's fucked here. Like, you pick your poison. Do you want used condom or broken condom for your internet service provider? Pick your poison. Like, those are your only 2 options. Like, that's how it is here. I can't really do anything about it. It's pretty sad. But that's my stream. My conclusion of that. You know why I haven't streamed at all. You know what the messed up part is? I've set up a. I literally set up a stream, like, I have a stream set up in OBS, but I've just never been able to use it. I made this like 5 years ago. I made a stream setup for OBS like 10 years ago, but I've never been able to use it because I've just never been, like, I never had the incentive or anything to stream. Like, I just haven't had the motivation to stream. And it's kind of sad. Like, I wish I could stream, but like, what can I do differently? That's the thing. I'm just gonna be like every other person with like 2 views. Like, what's the point? What would be the purpose? I would just be a regular ass person, really, another ass person streaming. I'm not particularly good at anything. Honestly, I don't think I'm not really that special. What could I do differently? I don't know, what, stream my fucking polls in Genshin? Wow, you're gonna be a Genshin streamer? Oh god. Jesus Christ. How the mighty have fallen. How the mighty have fallen. Can you like fuck off? Give me this actually. This shotgun ammo. I actually need a checkpoint. I don't think I've done a checkpoint in a little bit. Yeah. Pretty cool April Fool's joke though, right? I think it's pretty wacky. Also, can we talk about this? Why does the sensor on the bottom left, like, why 15 meters? Why does that matter? Why is that piece of information even there? That's so pointless. What do you mean 15 meters? Who cares? 15 meters. It's a fucking game. It's so hard to measure stuff like that. How do you measure 50 like that? Like, oh no, oh shit, watch out, that flood carrier is 10 meters away from me. Oh no, watch out. Oh shit, watch out. Okay, I think a rocket launcher guy can spawn here, so I'll be careful. No? Okay, I guess not.
The Flood are already hard at work repairing your vessel. Ever seen it? It mimics the Flood's intelligence.
What would I do differently? I don't know, stream my backsack? I suppose I could. I could stream my backsack gaming. Have I ever talked about how boring this fucking level is? I was expecting this to be way harder, and then I realized, like, wow, I've done this so many times that I'm just playing the level normally now. I'm just playing the level normally. It's just so, it's so fucking boring because nothing's happening. I have to wait at this fucking door for like 3 minutes. I love this game. Oh, you wanna hear about some surprising shit? I've never all I have to do is get over there and I win. But I've never played. Well, there's a lot of things I haven't played, but I have never played well, that's not true. Well, I guess, okay, hold on, let me change the topic. What? What do you think is left in this fucking... Well... Whoa, 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 hey, whoa. Oh, okay. I can't talk about that. Never mind. I can't talk about that. That is absolutely something I can't talk about. That's a top secret. Bro, I guess, you know, this is the end of the level, but I guess I can talk about, you know, I guess another good topic is Team Fortress 2, just Team Fortress 2 in general, for this last section. This has no ammo, why did I pick it up? That game, that's also one of those games that I can't, it's kind of hard for me to play. Because I've just experienced everything. Like what is there left for me to do? Like I've played everything in that game. Like I've done community servers, and I've done casual, I've done the Freak Fortress, I've done Scream Fortress where like you play as Slender Man. I've done WarioWare, I've done death runs, I've been on trade servers, I've done MVM, I've been on community MVM servers. Like, what? Why doesn't Valve care about Team Fortress 2? Like, I know it's not, like, isn't Valve supposed to be, that one shot me? Isn't Valve supposed to be the company that everyone loves? Like, what happened, bro? They just fucking... That actually one-shot me. Why can't they just... Team Fortress 2 is so good, though. Like, Team Fortress 2 is never bad. Like, sure, it doesn't make them that much money, but really? Come on, Valve. Like, what the fuck, man? Surely you can spare some resources into Team Fortress 2 instead of making another fucking CS:GO game. Wow. Source 2, like that game needed it. I think it did. I think it kind of did, but like, bro, there are other things that, you know, are as good as well that you could probably invest some resources into. That's all I'm gonna say. Like maybe, you know, spare maybe a little bit of a heavy update, you know, instead of the 90th fucking community update that's just another ass regular fucking summer update. Or Smith's update, wow. Like, why did Jungle Inferno have to be the last one? Like, why did that have to be the last one? Like, really? Jungle Inferno? Like they can't do at least one more final update. Like I'd rather Valve say that this is the last update. Kind of like the Terraria devs. Like they keep saying it's the final update, but it's not the final update. Red Digit, that's not the final update. No, it's not. It's not the final update. I wish it was like that for Team Fortress, like for Valve, man. Just say it's the final update. Just say that Team Fortress 2 is done. Like I would rather be told that like, this is done than just be blue-balled into believing that maybe the next update, maybe it'll happen soon in the next couple months. Maybe we'll have the other. Where's my code? Well, maybe we can have a heavy update. Heavy update's coming soon, guys. Heavy update soon. No, Valve's still working on Team Fortress 2. Trust me, bro. They're still working on Team Fortress 2, bro. They're still working on the game, bro. And I hate this feeling of like, man, I just fucking killed the game already. Just fucking hot take, just kill Team Fortress 2 already. I love that game so much, but man, I wish Valve just went up and said we're not like we're discontinuing service, or like no more major updates. Like we'll do bug fixes like they are doing right now, but we're not updating the game anymore. Like I wish they'd just come out and say it, because I'm so tired of this. Like we're developing the next new update, guys. hey Peter, we're developing the next new update, and it's just like, no, you're fucking not. Their next major update is not here. It's just gonna be another community update that's just gonna add fucking new cases that no one gives a shit about, or some sort of meme cosmetic that people fucking wanted, like the big booty fucking scout workshop item. It's just gonna be like stupid ass meme items that like only fucking 12-year-olds actually care about. I'm so like, bro. I'm at a point where like, I'd rather just see Valve announce it. Like just. I'm tired of this. Being blue-balled constantly by Valve. I think the enemies are instantly respawning at this point, so I'm just gonna do this. We just have to make it to this final point, and yeah, we did it. That was the library completed on Legendary.
The energy barrier surrounding the index will deactivate when we reach the ground floor. You may now retrieve the index. Protocol requires that I take possession of the index for transport. Your organic form renders you vulnerable to infection. The index must not fall into the hands of the Flood before we reach the control room and activate the installation. The Flood is spreading. We must hurry.